What if I told you that the secret to clearer vision tomorrow morning might be sitting right there in your kitchen cabinet tonight? And what if these simple, everyday foods could actually help repair your aging eyes while you sleep? Without expensive surgeries, without costly supplements, just with the right bedtime routine that takes less than 5 minutes. I know this might sound too good to be true, but stay with me because what I am about to share with you has changed the lives of thousands of people over 60 who thought their blurry mornings and foggy vision were just part of getting older. My name is Dr. Sarah Mitchell, and for over 20 years I have been helping seniors reclaim their independence through natural health solutions. And today, I want to share something that most eye doctors will never tell you about. 4 incredible foods that work while you sleep to restore clarity, reduce inflammation, and actually help your eyes heal themselves from the inside out. Let me start by telling you about Robert, a 73-year-old retired teacher who came to my office last spring, completely frustrated. He said, "Doctor, I wake up every morning and it feels like someone put a dirty film over my glasses, except I am not wearing any glasses. Everything is hazy. I cannot read the newspaper without squinting. I have stopped driving at night because the headlights create these terrible halos around everything, and honestly, I am starting to feel like a prisoner in my own home." Robert's story is not unique. In fact, I hear versions of it almost every single day from patients who feel like their world is slowly shrinking because their vision is failing them. But here is what Robert and millions of other seniors do not realize. The cloudiness, the morning blur, the difficulty seeing at night, these are not inevitable parts of aging. These are symptoms of something much more specific and much more treatable. You see, your eyes are under constant attack from something called oxidative stress. Think of it like rust forming on metal, except this rust is forming on the delicate tissues inside your eyes. Every single day, your retina, your cornea, your optic nerve, they are all being damaged by free radicals from sunlight, from pollution, from stress, from the natural aging process. And while you sleep, your body tries desperately to repair this damage. But here is the problem. Most people over 60 are not giving their bodies the specific nutrients needed to actually complete this repair process. That is where these 4 miraculous bedtime foods come in. Each one contains specific compounds that your eyes crave. Compounds that can actually reverse years of accumulated damage and help you wake up with clearer, sharper vision than you have had in years. The first food might surprise you because most people think of it as just a healthy breakfast option. But when eaten before bed, it becomes a powerful tool for eye restoration. I am talking about plain, organic Greek yogurt, and here is why this simple food is so incredible for your vision. Greek yogurt contains something called probiotics. These are beneficial bacteria that live in your gut. But here is what most people do not know. There is a direct connection between the health of your gut and the health of your eyes. Scientists call this the gut-retina axis, and when your gut bacteria are healthy and balanced, they actually help reduce inflammation throughout your entire body, including the tiny blood vessels behind your eyes. But Greek yogurt does not stop there. It is also packed with vitamin A, which is absolutely essential for maintaining healthy vision, especially in low light conditions. It contains calcium, which helps strengthen the muscles that control your eye movements, and it provides zinc, which helps transport vitamin A from your liver directly to your retina, where it can do the most good. Now here is the key. You want to eat about half a cup of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt approximately 1 hour before bedtime. This gives your body time to start digesting and absorbing these nutrients just as you are entering your deepest sleep phases, when most eye repair happens. I remember Maria, a 68-year-old grandmother who had been struggling with dry, gritty eyes every morning for over 3 years. She had tried expensive eye drops, prescription gels, even sleeping with a humidifier, but nothing seemed to help. Then we added this simple Greek yogurt routine to her bedtime ritual. And within just 2 weeks, she called me amazed. "Doctor," she said, "I woke up this morning and for the first time in years, my eyes felt comfortable and clear right from the moment I opened them." The second food is something you probably have in your fruit bowl right now, and you might even think of it as just a quick snack. But when eaten strategically before bed, this common fruit becomes a powerful ally for your vision. I am talking about bananas, and the science behind why they work is absolutely fascinating. As we age, the fluid pressure inside our eyes can become imbalanced. This increased pressure can damage the optic nerve, reduce blood flow to the retina, and create that foggy, blurry vision that so many seniors experience, especially first thing in the morning. But bananas contain high levels of potassium, which is nature's perfect remedy for regulating fluid balance throughout your body, including inside your eyes. When you eat half a banana before bed, the potassium works overnight to normalize the pressure in your eyes, reduce morning puffiness, and improve circulation to all the tiny blood vessels that keep your retina healthy and functioning properly. But potassium is not the only vision-boosting compound in bananas. They also contain tryptophan, which your body converts into serotonin and then into melatonin, the hormone that controls your sleep cycles. Why does this matter for your eyes? Because the deepest, most restorative sleep happens when your melatonin levels are optimal. And this is exactly when your eyes do their most important repair work. Damaged cells in your retina get replaced, inflammation gets reduced, toxins get cleared away, and the delicate tissues that control focus and clarity get restored. I had a patient named David who was 71 years old and had been waking up with what he called cement eyes every morning for months. His vision would be so blurry and uncomfortable that he needed almost an hour of blinking and eye drops before he could see clearly enough to make his morning coffee. We started him on this simple routine of eating half a banana 1 hour before bed, and within 3 weeks he told me, "Doctor, I cannot believe it. I am waking up with clear, comfortable vision for the first time in over a year." The third food has been treasured for over 6,000 years in ancient civilizations that understood its incredible healing properties long before modern science could explain why it worked so well. I am talking about dates, those sweet, chewy fruits that most people only think of during the holidays. But dates are actually one of nature's most powerful vision-protecting foods. Here is what makes dates so special for your eyes. They contain massive amounts of something called lutein and zeaxanthin. These are just specific antioxidants that your eyes actually store in the macula, which is the part of your retina responsible for sharp, central vision. Think of lutein and zeaxanthin as internal sunglasses. They filter out harmful blue light. They protect your retina from oxidative damage, and they help prevent the kind of cellular breakdown that leads to age-related vision problems. But dates also contain vitamin A, beta-carotene, and a whole spectrum of other carotenoids that work together to nourish every part of your visual system from your cornea to your optic nerve. As we age, our body's natural stores of these protective compounds get depleted, which is why so many seniors experience declining vision. But just 1 or 2 medjool dates eaten before bed can help replenish these crucial nutrients while you sleep. Now I know what you might be thinking. Dates are sweet, and you have probably been told to avoid sugar, especially before bed. But here is the important difference. Dates contain natural fruit sugars that are bound with fiber, antioxidants, and minerals. This means they get absorbed slowly, without causing the blood sugar spikes that processed sugars create. In fact, the fiber in dates actually helps stabilize your blood sugar overnight, which is important because blood sugar fluctuations can damage the tiny blood vessels in your eyes. I remember working with Helen, a 76-year-old retired nurse who had been struggling with light sensitivity for years. She could barely go outside during the day without dark sunglasses, and driving had become almost impossible because of the glare from other cars' headlights. We added 2 medjool dates to her bedtime routine, along with some other gentle changes, and after about a month she told me with tears in her eyes, "Doctor, I drove to my granddaughter's soccer game yesterday afternoon, and I did not need my sunglasses the whole time. I felt like I got part of my life back." The fourth and final food is actually a tiny seed that packs an enormous nutritional punch for your vision. I am talking about sunflower seeds, and when you understand what is inside these little powerhouses, you will never look at them the same way again. Sunflower seeds are one of the richest natural sources of vitamin E on the planet, And vitamin E is absolutely critical for protecting your eyes from the oxidative damage that accumulates every single day. Your retina uses more oxygen than almost any other tissue in your body, which makes it especially vulnerable to free radical damage. But vitamin E acts like a shield, neutralizing these harmful compounds before they can cause permanent damage to your vision. But vitamin E is just the beginning. Sunflower seeds also contain selenium, which boosts your body's own antioxidant production. They provide zinc, which helps transport vitamin A to where it needs to go, and they contain healthy omega fats that help reduce inflammation throughout your entire visual system. The key is to eat about 1 tablespoon of raw, unsalted sunflower seeds as part of your bedtime routine. You can sprinkle them over your Greek yogurt, mix them with your chopped banana, or just eat them on their own. The important thing is to choose raw or dry roasted varieties without added oils, salt, or seasonings, because these additives can actually interfere with the absorption of the beneficial compounds. I think about James, a 69-year-old man who had been dealing with chronically dry, scratchy eyes for over 2 years. He had tried every over-the-counter eye drop on the market, but nothing provided lasting relief. Then we incorporated sunflower seeds into his evening routine, along with proper hydration, and within 6 weeks he told me, "Doctor, I used to reach for eye drops the moment I woke up. Now I often forget they are even on my nightstand." Now let me show you exactly how to combine all 4 of these incredible foods into one simple bedtime ritual that takes less than 5 minutes but could transform how you see the world. I call this the Clear Vision Bedtime Bowl, and here is exactly how to make it. Start with half a cup of plain, organic Greek yogurt in a small bowl. Make sure it is unsweetened and unflavored, because added sugars will interfere with the healing process. Next, take half of a ripe banana and slice it into small pieces. Lay these gently on top of the yogurt. Then add 1 or 2 pitted medjool dates. You can chop them up or leave them whole depending on your preference. Finally, sprinkle 1 tablespoon of raw, unsalted sunflower seeds over the entire mixture. This simple combination gives you probiotics for gut health and inflammation reduction, potassium for proper eye pressure regulation, lutein and zeaxanthin for retinal protection, vitamin A for low-light vision, vitamin E for antioxidant protection, and healthy fats to help your body absorb all these nutrients efficiently. You can eat this bedtime bowl anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours before you plan to go to sleep. Some people prefer it as a light dessert after dinner, others like to have it as part of their bedtime routine. Either way works perfectly. The key is consistency, making this a regular habit so your eyes get these protective nutrients night after night. Now I want to be completely honest with you. This is not a miracle cure that will restore perfect 20/20 vision overnight. But what it can do is work with your body's natural repair processes to gradually reduce inflammation, improve circulation, clear away toxic buildup, and provide the specific nutrients your eyes need to heal themselves. Most of my patients start noticing improvements within 2 to 3 weeks. They wake up with less blur, less dryness, better night vision, and an overall sense that their eyes feel more comfortable and rested. Some notice that colors seem brighter or that they can read small print more easily. Others find that they feel more confident driving at dusk or walking in dimly lit areas. The beautiful thing about this approach is that it works with your body, not against it. Instead of masking symptoms with drops or medications, you are actually addressing the root causes of age-related vision decline. By providing targeted nutrition at the exact time when your eyes do their most important repair work, I have seen this simple routine change lives. I have watched patients who had given up hope regain their independence, start driving again, pick up hobbies they had abandoned, and feel confident moving through the world without fear or hesitation. But beyond the physical improvements, there is something else that happens when you start taking active steps to protect and restore your vision. You begin to feel empowered instead of helpless, hopeful instead of resigned. You realize that aging does not have to mean accepting decline, that there are simple, natural ways to support your body and maintain the quality of life you deserve. Remember, your eyes have an incredible capacity for healing and renewal, even after decades of accumulated damage. The key is giving them the right support at the right time with the right nutrients. And this bedtime bowl provides exactly that support in a way that is gentle, natural, and sustainable for the long term. If you found this information helpful, I encourage you to start tonight with just one of these foods. Maybe begin with the Greek yogurt or add half a banana to your evening routine. Then gradually incorporate the others as you get comfortable with the changes. Small, consistent steps often lead to the most dramatic and lasting improvements. Your vision is precious and irreplaceable, but it is not beyond help. Even if you have been struggling with blur, cloudiness, or declining eyesight for years, your eyes are still capable of improvement, still waiting for the right kind of nourishment, still ready to heal themselves if you give them the chance. Take that first step tonight. Choose one of these incredible foods and begin your journey back to clearer, brighter, more comfortable vision. Your future self will thank you for making this simple but powerful choice.